we're all done here, boss. Oh, but more importantly, about your...
We'll discuss that another time. For now, tend to your mission. Don't worry, no one will die. We'll get everyone out safely. Once the trap is set, shift your focus to protecting the Abyssians, just in case things go south. Oh, it's you. I was just heading off to ambush our attackers. You'll help with that, won't you?
Oh, does that mean your enemies are drawing near?
Very good. The scouts I sent to the surface spotted some mercenaries. We closed off the entrance they used last, but it seems they've already found another.
This is bad. We've got to evacuate everyone from Abyss as quickly as possible.
That won't be necessary. They'll be back soon.
Huh? Who?
Why do I have to go? No matter what we do, we're all just gonna die in the end anyway.
Sure, but if we do nothing, we'll die a lot sooner. I assume the corridor is successfully camouflaged?
But of course, our decoy shall prevent those scoundrels from chancing upon our living quarters. Do note that I am the bait upon your hook. If we fail, I shall be left dangling in the wind. But it must be done, I fear. And so, I will most happily accept the starring role in this.
They're at the entrance. They'll be coming in from the east.
The east. Good. We're well placed. Go ahead and draw them deeper into Abyss, just like we planned. Launching small counterattacks on the surface won't accomplish anything. It could also earn us the scorn of the Church, if it gets messy. Which it will. That's why we have to lure the enemy underground before we take them out. I know the perfect spot.
Admit it, pals. You're knee-deep in this, just like us. There's no turning back now, right?
Of course not. If there's any way we can help your cause, we won't turn our backs on you.
That's right. We will not stand idly by while danger befalls the innocent people of Abyss.
If we can capture the enemy, we can perhaps learn the reason behind their relentless attacks.
Excited, are you? Fine. We could use more bodies to throw at our enemies. Thanks for volunteering.
So long as they're fighting with us and not against us, I don't care how excited they are. Let's get to it! Wow, an underground arena, huh? You sure know some great spots, Yuri.
I heard about this place from someone back in town. It hasn't been in use for a long time. I figured it could prove useful. So I spent some time clearing out the debris that was blocking the entrance.
It seems to be a revitalized ruin. Perhaps it was originally a reception hall or something similar.
Perhaps. Honestly, all of Abyss feels like a ruin.
This place is magnificent. It is just spacious enough to contain my glory. I shall not hold back here.
Large, isolated. I wonder if it would be okay for me to sigh here.
If Happy sighs, monsters come running. No, I'm not kidding.
I'm not sure what you could possibly mean by that.
I wish, Happy, but no. Absolutely no sighing. And Constance, be glorious in moderation. Understood? This place is so big that if it collapses, all of Abyss will fall with it. The whole reason we're luring our enemies here is to avoid damaging Abyss. Don't lose sight of that.
I am well aware of our aim.
Sure, but that doesn't mean we can trust you to show restraint.
You as well? I cannot fathom why I am being treated in such a way. It is the duty of the nobility to preserve the people's safety. Do you truly believe that I would destroy Abyss in my efforts to save it? Preposterous.
That would cause trouble for Elfie too. If the underground collapses, he's the one who will have to answer for it.
You must know Alfric, yeah? He's a bigwig in the church, but a friend of Abyss. He's the one who opened up this place to folks with nowhere else to turn. Folks like us. He gave us a home, a new life.
It is Ulfric himself who put forth the idea of establishing the Ashen Wolf House. Sadly, he faces opposition within the church, and so he cannot openly deploy the knights to aid us.
That means Alfric relies upon us to protect the people who live here. Us, and now you. I hope you're ready, Professor. We're counting on you.
You are a professor at the Officers' Academy, are you not? You may not be our instructor, but I cannot think of a more fitting title to call you.
Seems like you're with us now. We'll owe you one.
Time to knock some sense into their thick skulls. They picked the wrong strangers to mess with.
Ah! I knew following those shady kids was a bad idea. This place is massive.
They actually fell for it. Let's get this done!
Other mercenaries are on their way. We left a nice little trail of crumbs for them to follow. We'll need to take them all out, or they'll just keep coming. Let's pull together.
Battle.
I may as well win. And I didn't even enjoy it.
I'll give it my all.
I will prevail.
Ready and willing.
Stay focused.
Who, me?
I'll cut through.
Yep. You're a real pain in the neck, you know that?
Let me at him. It'll be a shame to mar this pretty arena with a bunch of fresh corpses, but here goes! Couldn't weather the storm, huh?
Sure thing. Be careful who you choose to follow. I suppose it's too late for that now, isn't it?
Sally forth! You'll not find it so easy to escape from the darkest depths of Garrick Mach. Acknowledge my contribution!
Of course I'd go down like this.
I'd rather be napping.
Now you know your limits.
It was a good try.
You're certain? Yeah! I've been practicing that one. Witness.
Not so fast!
Who's next?
But I...
Sure, pal.
Out of my way. Now that feels good.
This can't be the place. Can it? Damn brats! Out of the way!
Thank you. Maybe.
Luck is on my side.
Can't get ahead of myself.
swing at him.
Unexpected.
If only my...
Perhaps it's... Each battle a chance to grow. We must all do our part.
Sure, pal. Oh yeah.
That's the golden deer for you. Life. Careful. I didn't expect that.
Well done.
Well, how was that? One step at a time.
Not too shabby.
You're fresh out of luck.
I could use a break.
Hilda! Hilda!
How deep does this place go? I wonder if it's around here somewhere. I will get stronger yet.
Guess that.
You fought well.
Let me at him. Couldn't weather the storm, huh? Can't wait for my next brawl.
Over already.
You're fresh out of luck. Can't wait.
Not bad.
I'm at my limit. That is that.
Face it, I'm better than you.
I'll cut through.
No hesitation.
Should I have held back? Such power dwells within.
Hey, good job.
You never had a chance. I will.
All right, where's the treasure? I've had it with these Abyssians.
Jeez, will it ever end? I love a good brawl, but I'm sick of looking at these fools. Sure, pal.
I thought I smelled fresh blood. The worms will feast tonight. That sword awaited you in the holy mausoleum. Show me its power.
Let me at him. It's good to be king.
Use caution. I'm at my limit. Thanks. Forgive me, everyone. My battle. Stay focused. I have no choice but to admit defeat.
That's life.
Sure thing.
Sure, pal.
Think this through.
Can't wait.
Forgive me, every... Stay focused. Each battle, a chance to grow. We must...
Can't wait for my next. Let me at him. Couldn't weather the storm, huh?
I will prevail. Witness my power. One step at a time.
Sure thing. Out of my way. Luck is on my...
I've indulged too much. I take my leave for now.
Honestly, what a nuisance.
Boss, that's the last of them.
Good. Finally. Thanks for all the help, everyone.
I ain't going down without a fight. I'm taking you with me, punk.
I will not allow it.
Helfric, you're here. Well, shall we capture this fool?
Alfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Elfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss. Indeed. And despite my responsibilities, I am but a humble monk. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Elfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance. I'm afraid so. Those within the Church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in number.
That's the church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the Church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Elfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you. The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual. I was born and raised in Garrick Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding. With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But...
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Elfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you. Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure? Ah, yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can. Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book. Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back then, Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she. Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it. I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here? I see. Well, so long as you are satisfied, it is not my place to question your decision. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted. I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights, and perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And they wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Elphic, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish, though again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
I've never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles. It is a ritual that is believed to have the power to resurrect a life that was lost. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
Ah, yes, the Chalice of Legend. My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrett Mock's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.